it's just another game that we're just giving up way too many points in the paint. When you look at the numbers, 46-8 paint points it's kind of been a theme here over the last 3 or 4 games, and we just have to be better. 46-8, and I can't put all the onus and blame on the front court. We kept getting whipped off the bounce there in the back court, and then we have to finish in and around the basket. I mean, I don't know how many layups we missed, how many jump hooks we missed. I got to think the number was pretty high. I was very disappointed with just our overall intensity and effort in the first half, and thought we showed some signs in the second, and then just couldn't get that stop that we really needed to even cut into that lead even more.
It seemed like they did what you were concerned they were going to do. The rebounding doesn't look, I think, as bad as it maybe felt. Was there anything that they threw at you differently, or did they just do really well what you thought they were going to do?
I think that they did. They played a great game. Mikal Mitchell goes for 20 and 5. Has 4 block shots. Back-to-back games where we, had a front court player that really hurt us. To start the game, we were doubling them some, which, we missed some rotations coming out of double teams. We thought that was going to be effective. And then we went to the zone in the second half, which we got some good mileage out of and had some decent possessions in that zone. Needed to do a better job rebounding out of it. But, they made a lot of shots in and around the basket, and then on the other end, we didn't.
Despite being out, C.J. Kelly remained vocal on the bench, cheering his teammates on throughout the game. How important was that for overall morale and motivation?
Yeah, I thought our bench in the first half was just completely flat. I thought we had very little life, energy. It's almost like we were waiting for something to happen, and we can't wait for something to happen. We got to celebrate even when it's not going well, and try to cheer each other on and encourage each other. And I thought we did a better job of that in the second half. I thought everybody, we had more life, and that's the disappointing part in terms of a game of that magnitude versus a good team, your rival, and I think I got to look at myself too. What did I not do in terms of just motivating our guys, inspiring our guys to go out there and play with the level of aggression in the game?
It does, like you guys have typically, like you said a couple times, we came out in the second half better. Is that something that needs to be more of an emphasis starting the game?
Yeah, I mean, Kyle, I didn't think we got off to a terrible start. We had a lead there, and then they went on a little bit of a run, and then, versus Davidson, I thought our effort and intensity was through the roof. I thought our guys really wanted that one. I thought we had pretty good preparation going into this game. Just, again, it's these lulls that we have to avoid of the other team going on runs. Avoiding those types of situations to be able to find a way to win a game.
And what are your thoughts on the three-point shooting today?
We go 13 for 24. That's the one positive that has been a consistent for us all year. I thought we turned it over way too much again. I didn't think they really hurt us as much in this game off our turnovers as other teams have. They scored 13 points off us, but we're shooting the ball well from the perimeter. We've got to continue to make the right play, and we have to find a way to finish in and around the basket. We shoot 54% from three, but 35% from the field. We got to make jump hooks. We got to make layups. We miss dunks. Those points are crucial in conference games, and we got to be better.
You're doing somebody who I think is positive, has a belief in this team. You wear the belief sweatshirt a lot. Does that get harder, and does that make it more important now with the way things are going to keep that belief in the team and the guys?
Yeah, Kyle. I think times of adversity, things aren't going well. If I was to start to come into work with a poor attitude and not having a belief in our team, which I still do. I think this team can win a lot of games, and I think this is a good basketball team. I think we need to be better in a lot of areas. Then our team's going to respond the same way. It's back to it. We've got a big week. We've got to block some things out and put our heads down and stay together as a group and try to get better.
Anything else? Awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys.
Guys were like that close to it. Like, what was that like to just deal with being so close? Because it felt like you maybe needed just one play or one stop.
I felt like there was a lot of like 50-50 plays that we had during that game. And like in a game like that, I feel like, as a team, we got to just figure out how to like come up with, those balls and things like that. And I think, offensively, sometimes, we were struggling, a little stagnant. And, like just as a team, including myself, I just think sometimes, when it gets a game like that, you sort of focus on yourself a little bit. And, instead of making the right play, you might go down and take a tough shot. So, but as a team, I think we've been growing in those areas, and obviously today we were right there and we couldn't get it. But I think we're getting better, so that's all that really matters, and we just got to, keep it pushing, and we'll get back into the win column for sure.
Coach mentioned that, you really had you wanted the bench to really be more vocal during that second half. And specifically, it's CJ Kelly, who remains out, but was really vocal during that second half. So how did that help with, like, morale and motivation?
I mean, I think it's just, I feel like I have so much more energy on the court when I have like the support of guys on the bench, and like plays that are tough just feel easy to make because you're never second guessing yourself because you got 15 guys that got your back all at the same time. So I think, the more the better, the more energy, the more connection we can have as a team, the better. And that's something that we're going to continue to get better at as well. And I think it'll, it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but it's going to make us a better team.
The thought coming in was like, okay, this is a big team. They're going to try and be physical. They're going to try and go inside. Was it still a little overwhelming, or like how did their size and physicality compare with what you were expecting?
It's just I think it's more about like those guys' motor. The Twins, they have a really high motor. They're always going, they're always sprint full speed, and little things like sprinting into ball screens and stuff like that. They're really good at all that stuff. And then what feeds off of that, is a lot of energy gets created for those guys. And I felt like that was our problem today. We couldn't really contain their energy because whenever we would go on a run, we would get the stop, but we couldn't finish with the rebound, and things like that for them, I think are big momentum pushes and keeps the ties in their favor. So I think when we watch the film, we'll just have to work on, eliminating those plays so we can go on our own runs, especially in a close game like that. But yeah, I think their motors definitely killed us today, but our guys, our big men, they play hard, they work hard, so I got confidence in them, against anybody. So
3-point shooting remains, like a shining spot for the team. Can you just speak to that on today?
Yeah, I think we have like a lot of really good players. We kind of saw that in the fall. Like, you really can't leave anyone open, and the more we're able to use each other, the easier it's going to be for us. And we know that we have guys that can finish the play if we get them an open shot. And we just have to continue to, keep putting them in positions to be successful.
It looks weird on the stat sheet. You're shooting like 50% from three and then 35% overall. Is there a way to? How do you guys want to balance?
Was that our team today? Was that our team stats today?
Yeah.
50% from three.
Well, it's 35 from the field goals and 54 for threes.
I guess what is?
Yeah, I mean,
what does that say to you?
We only had 8 points in the paint, and I think Rhode had 46 or something like that. Yeah. So obviously, like when you're in the game, you're not really thinking about it obviously like that. But when you see it visually after the game, I think it's something that you got to just take a step back, look in the mirror, and then obviously get more physical and get better on the defensive end. But two, we got to make layups around the basket and, attack the rim a little bit more because, like you said, we're just playing the game and you don't really notice, but after sitting down in the locker room and seeing that statistic, I think it really, opened up a lot of people's eyes.
You said look in the mirror a couple of times. It feels like this. You guys have mentioned this is a tight group. You guys are still together. Is this an important time to lean on that and to kind of not let everything just get all away from you?
Time to grow.
Got to dig in, right? In the moments like we talked about in the locker room, like the Dr. Martin Luther King quote on the board before the game. This is definitely an adverse time with a lot of controversy. Things have not gone our way, and we'll see what we're really made of down the stretch here. And I think we're going to be happy with how we respond, because I think we got a lot of guys who are tough-minded people, have an underdog mentality, and that believe in each other.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.